Many people don't struggle with boundaries because they're weak. They struggle because they've never been shown how to clearly and calmly set boundaries. And the result, you say yes when you mean no. You feel stretched thin and you start resenting the very people you care about. I'm Dr. July, psychologist translating psychology into straight talk. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to set boundaries with a simple, practical list that you can actually use. So boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about protecting your time and energy and mental bandwidth so your relationships are actually healthy. Without boundaries, people don't necessarily take advantage of you. They're not always trying to take advantage of you. Some of them are. But they will follow the pattern that you set. The patterns that we set tell other people the treatment that we will accept. So let's be real. Setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable. Not because it's wrong, not because you're doing something wrong to a person by setting boundaries, but because it's unfamiliar territory for a lot of people. A lot of people were taught, keep the peace, don't disappoint other people, be easy to deal with, don't be a problem. So when you start setting limits, it can feel like you're doing something wrong. And sometimes people want you to feel that way. Even when you're doing something right, you might feel like setting the boundaries feels so wrong and unnatural. So let's look at this. Here's the part you can use. If you want to set boundaries effectively, let's follow this five-step list. Number one, notice your signals. Before you say anything to anyone, pay attention to yourself. What's going on in here? Signs you need a boundary would be things like you feel drained after interactions. You say yes, and then you immediately regret it or deeply think about it. You feel pressure instead of choice. That discomfort is information that you should notice and pay attention to. Number two, get clear on your limit. This is a super important thing. A boundary isn't vague, it's specific. It's very specific. Instead of I need space, think about saying something like, I'm not available after 6 p.m. I can't take that on this week. Something like that. Clarity reduces confusion for you and for them. Say it directly. This is number three, without over-explaining. This is where a lot of people can get stuck. They feel like they need a long explanation, but you don't. Simple works. I can't do that. That doesn't work for me. I'm not available for that. Short, clear, respectful. If you're in a situation in which some explanation is needed or required, which could be the situation, monitor yourself for guilt feelings and make sure you're answering the way you really feel true and stick to your no. Number four, expect some discomfort. Not necessarily a disaster, but here's the truth. Again, setting boundaries might feel uncomfortable at first. Someone might be surprised that you did that. They might push back some. They'll need time to adjust as well. It doesn't mean you did something wrong. Again, it means that the pattern is changing. And you have to, number five, be consistent. Here's another super important thing to remember. A boundary isn't what you say one time, it's what you repeat. If you go back and forth, sometimes yes, sometimes no, it's going to create confusion. Consistency teaches people, shows people what I'm asking you to do, how I want to be treated. So setting boundaries doesn't make you a difficult person. It provides clarity for you and for other people. And that leads to better relationships with family, co-workers, and even strangers. Boundaries lead to less stress and a better quality of life.